The exhibition is based on 25 years of Pointer Press, which is a university undergraduate fine art press. So what we do is we bring in artists from around the world to campus, to the Department of Art and Design, and then the students get to work with these professional artists in making the artist's prints. Sometimes it's one print, sometimes it's two or three, and so the students get to work one-on-one with the artist and learn about the way they make their art. And of course, there's a lot of dialogue and conversation from the artists and the students. They get to learn about the artist's life, they get to learn how the artist became a professional, how they do what they do. So the exhibition is a look back at all the artists we've had here in the Department of Art and Design over the 25 years. It started in 1990 when I arrived on campus, and I wanted to try to mimic a program I had when I was in graduate school at Illinois State, which was called Normal Editions Workshop, where they had the same thing. And so as students, we got to work with these professional artists from all over the world. It was a great experience. I wanted to bring that same thing to Stevens Point. I thought it was very important because Stevens Point is a bit isolated. We're not a big town. We're not close to a big town, so it's important to broaden the world for our students and bring the world here. Oftentimes it'll be an intermediate or advanced students that work with that because they are both advanced enough technically with the printmaking process. They can help the artist and they really get a better understanding. But when the artist is here, most of the students will come and watch them, just to come and watch what they're doing, even if they don't understand the print process. And for the beginning students to kind of see, it's like, wow, that's pretty interesting what they're doing, pretty cool. Maybe I want to take more printmaking classes. Maybe I want to do it more because they begin to see what's happening at upper level in the printmaking area. Well, they're all printmaking processes. So what you're going to be seeing are lithographs, relief cuts like a wood cut or linoleum cut. You're going to see some etchings, and then you're going to see things that are just a mix of all of that. Sometimes a mixed medium, so they're all fine art prints, but the medium changes from print to print. Some are just a straight, like the very first one I talked about, Ray George, that's just an etching, a traditional etching. And you look at some of the other prints that are in there, like the print by Fahima Vedat, where there's silk, there's fabric, there's dyed paper, there's all kinds of stuff. So it's a mixture of a lot of the printmaking processes. I think the one thing that I always enjoyed the most is we've had these monoprint workshops starting in 2009, and they're a biennial event, so every 2 years, where we bring 12 artists in from around the world at the end of the school year, after school's out, and those artists stay here for a week, and they live with people in town or other faculty, and then the students get to work with these artists 8 hours a day for a week. And so all day they're working, helping the artists make their prints, and there's this great kind of camaraderie that happens. The students become kind of an extension of the artist in some ways because they know the printmaking process. Some of the artists do know printmaking, some of them don't. And then after we get done with all that, we'll have parties at people's house, barbecues. People have just a great time because they've been working hard all day, and it's kind of a way to let loose. And it's also a great way for the students to see the artist outside of their workspace, because teaching doesn't just happen in the classroom. It so often happens outside the classroom, where these stories get told and jokes get told, and these artists, they're all from all over the world, so they've got all these wonderful experience that the students can share and say, wow, I'd love to have stories like that to tell. It's been a labor of love for me. This is something that I felt that was important to the program. It wasn't something I was paid to do. It wasn't something that I was told to do. I just felt that it was something that the students need to have to make their education broader and to prepare them to try to become professional artists when they leave. And the students have been phenomenal. I mean, they want to help up and beyond their classroom activities. They come in at night, they might come in at weekends to make these programs work. And without them, we wouldn't be able to do this. And that's really why we're doing this, is to help the students learn about what it's like to, work in this profession. So.